Hello guys, again, welcome back to another Levante Youth Academy career mode video. It is episode number 10, and in today's video we're starting season number 3, and in the last episode we won the Copa de España against Real Madrid, and it was our first trophy, and I was very happy with that result. But now we got our first monthly scouting update in the season number 3, so now let's just take a look at these players, and obviously if these players want to be signed, they have to be very good, because we have a lot of good players in our squad already. So if they want to play for our squad, they have to be very good. And as you guys can see, all these players that we're searching right now, or I should say that we're looking for, so they're not that good, or they're not on that level that they should be. And these guys from Turkey, from Spain, and from Portugal, all these guys were terrible, so I can't even sign them because. But in the last episode, I believe I signed a few guys, and I didn't show you because I did that off camera because I wanted to end that season number 2. I spent a few weeks, I trained my players, I also got one monthly scouting update, so I just found a few players. So these players are Julio Moyano from Spain. He's a right back, 61 rated, but we have Madrazo, but he can be a good substitute. We also have Ferhat Yildiz. He's a right back, so but this guy is 17 years old, and this guy's only 15 years old, and he's already 60 rated, and this guy's 61 rated. So if imagine how good he will be when he turns 17 years old, or when he turns 18. So he's going to be a beast. Abilo Lopez, this guy is not good enough, and we also have Franco Gomez. So Franco Gomez is a CDM whose potential is 83 up to 94, and his overall is 62. So that is pretty nice because we have Moreno who's 69 rated, and we also have one CDM, I believe. I don't exactly remember him, but I will sign this guy Franco Gomez because he looks great, and Juliano Moyano, I should sign him, but now I don't need a lot of right back, so I probably gonna keep him in that reserve squad, and the garbage is already 68 rated. But where's our Campanes is ready to play? Yes, that's perfect. And so Lopez is our right back, but we also have Madrazo and we have Watson, so that's pretty amazing. And in this season we're gonna have Lucero in the starting lineup, so this is the biggest change. And Moreno is 70 rated, and we also have Abilovsky, we have Courbet, we have Cortez, who is a total beast as well. So he's from Spain, and we have Gomez from Spain as well. So he looks pretty good. Not the tallest player, but he can play as a center defensive midfielder and as a center back. He's left-footed, medium low work rates. He's more of attacking player, but Cortez is a better player in my opinion because he's even taller. But Moreno is probably the best player because he has 4-star weak foot and 3-star skills. He can play in 3 different positions. He has medium high work rates, left-footed, 5'10", not the shortest player. So Moreno, I will train him as well. So because I want to see him in the starting lineup very very soon, guys. And obviously we have Campana, we have Bardi, so it is going to be very tough for them to play for this squad. But if we scored a hat-trick and we won our first game against Leicester City 4-0, but I'm using my first team because I just wanted to win this game, and I want to progress to the next round, and I will probably gonna sell the Kure, but there's no need, but I will probably gonna sell because that means that we have to use our reserve squad. So or I should say we have to use our youth academy players even more. So let's go to transfer hub, and then go to receive the offers. And the Kuro, they offered 5.7 million euros, and he's not that young anymore. He's only 76 overall. He can only play as a center midfielder or as a center defensive midfielder, and he's getting a lot of money, So I would prefer selling him, and that should be a pretty good deal. We are getting a little bit more of money. I also sold Roger in the last episode. I also sold Savalic, a center back. So now we're using our second team, and we're playing against Fenerbahce. I'm expecting a draw because it would be very good if we can get a draw, and we gotta win. So Telmo Rodriguez, I believe, scored, and Emmanuel Boateng. So that is just pretty amazing, and now we won 2 games in a row, and now we're probably in that next round of the preseason tournaments. We're probably gonna play in the semifinals against against a very small opponent because we probably gonna end up in the first position, you know. And now we are getting these offers for goalkeepers. So either Canleaf, Madrazo, I'm gonna reject this offer, and I want to block the offers for Madrazo and Oyer. You have to leave. So two goalkeepers that are very old are leaving our club, and also the club, the Kure CTM is leaving the club as well. So all these players that I'm not using or not gonna use anymore are leaving the club. I think that is for a better, because you know, we're not gonna lose anything because we have a lot of young players that are growing a lot, and we got 9 points out of 9, so we came in the first position in the group stages. So now our semi-finals opponent is Brighton Hove Albion from England. It is a pretty good club, but they're not doing that good in this Premier League season. I believe Huddersfield Town is sitting in the last position, if I'm not mistaken, but Brighton is pretty good. They're not that good. Last season they played a very good football. They got a lot of good points, you know, against those big sides. And Cheikh Doucouré has been sold. That is amazing, and we got 1.3 million euros added into the transfer budget for qualifying to the next round. And now we're playing against Brighton Hove Albion. I'm probably gonna use my second team because even if we're gonna lose, it's not a big deal. I just want to give some playing time for our players, and we won this game 2-1. That is amazing. And now we're playing against Hertha Berlin from Germany. They're playing in the Bundesliga, and loan offer for Watson. I'm not loaning him because he's our center back. He's our reserve center back, and he must stay in our team. And Hertha Berlin, they have a pretty good squad, and Oyer has been sold as well. And so yeah, so we sold all those players that we are not currently using, you know. And I'm gonna use my first team in this game. And oh, I'm sorry, I pressed on the wrong button. So in this game we're playing against Hertha Berlin, and it should be a pretty tough match. And Ruiz, I'm probably gonna sell him because I'm not using him at all, even though he's worth 5.5, 5.5, but they're offering 5.9 million euros, and he's only 72 rated. I think I'm gonna sell him because he's just terrible. I played a few games with him, and he is just terrible. So I'm not gonna negotiate with them. And this Thiago Couto guy will stay because he is going to be our reserves uh, goalkeeper. And Barrios is 65 rated. He's already 18 years old, and I will keep him for now, you know. But he's not a player that will play a lot in this career mode because we have players like Madeira, Madrazo, and even Barrios and Kovac. I believe they're better players, you know. And now it is finally a cup game final. They won their last 3 games. They won their last game 5-1 against Leicester City, and they won right now, and they won this match as well. But that's not a huge deal because we don't need that much money because we're not spending anything. Because I just thought that, guys, I'm not gonna spend anything on new players because it just doesn't make sense, because it's youth academy career mode, and it's not just good to spend the money on good players because we already bought Hammond Harrit. We also bought Vallejo, so I think it is enough. And spending all of our money on these players, it's just not good enough, and it's just not how we should be doing, because we should be training these players, and we should let these players play. And I think this is the way to go, you know. And just buying these players from other teams, like there, you guys are. I'm very happy that you guys offer these players. Very happy that you're guys commenting on in that section comment in that comment section below. But you know, I just thought that I'm not gonna sign anyone good from like in Kimpembe or De Ligt, because from Netherlands, because it just doesn't make sense to sell these to buy those players into our squads, because our team is our team is improving. Our team will one day will be full of youth academy players. So I just don't see the point of just buying those players and putting them into the starting lineup, because I think that Kimpembe probably has 90 overall. He has 90 potential, and his overall will be 86, 87, 85, something around this area, you know. And buying him and putting him into the transfer, not putting him into the starting lineup, it would be terrible, because those players like Watson, they will never be as good as Kimpembe, you know. And we want to create our own legends. This guy actually is very good, Julio Moyano. I'm still gonna keep him in this reserve squad, and because it's not we don't need a right back right now, because we have Lopez, I believe, and we have Madrazo. So if someone will get injured, I will sign them for sure. But Sporting, they're offering 9.3 million for Hammer Rodriguez from Spain. He's our center back. He's still gonna stay in in this team, and I'm gonna reject this offer for Kwame Brown. And now we got another monthly scouting update from Turkey, from Turkoglu, and all these players are just not good enough. And I believe I'm searching for a defender, but I need center backs. But for whatever reason they're just giving me right backs, and I should say full backs. So I don't need full backs because I have enough of them in my squad. So I just don't even understand why they're offering me and why they're giving me only these full backs, even though I don't need them anymore. Olivia Fari, not good enough. Castel, not good enough. Recep, not good enough. And Maxim Recep, this guy, his potential looks very good, but his value is terrible. So we're not signing him, obviously. So there's just no point of signing them, because you will have to train them for ages, and there's just no point signing them into our team, or just promoting, So O is growing so fast, and he grew by +2 in this season already, so that's amazing. And I also want to talk about last season. So we had so I believe Madrazo and Madeira and Telmo Rodriguez, they grew by +9 in last season. So three players grew by +9. It is amazing. And also Emmanuel Budding scored the biggest amount of goals, and Amin Hart got the biggest amount of assists in the last season. So Amin Hart and Emmanuel Budding, they are the players that are, I should say, that they are, and they are the best players in this team, and there's just no that we can't even talk about these players because they're just so good. And I'm gonna sim this first game against Barca, even though I should play these games, but I'm I probably will have to play this game in this episode. I don't even know what should I do, but I want to, maybe I have to sim this game and then only play the second game, because Super Copa de España, it you have to play 2 games, and I don't want to play 2 games. This trophy is not something that is very important to me. Uh, even though we are a small club, even though we are still a small club, I'm probably gonna sign. I'm probably gonna sign. I'm probably gonna skip this game. And also, guys, I want to talk about the season, how we gonna do everything. So I'm probably gonna sim a lot of games as well, because it is only our third season, and we don't need to play every single game because we still don't have that many good young youth academy players. So I just think that I will sim a lot of games, most of the games, and we probably gonna do the same thing that we did in the last season. So but in the first season, if we're gonna have a lot of youth academy players in our starting lineup, or at least they all will be very good players, then we're gonna play a lot of games, but so now I just don't want to play a lot of games. And even though it's a good trophy, Supercopa de España, but I'm gonna sim this game, and I will see how we're gonna do. We're probably gonna lose 3-0. And yeah, and we got a draw, so we got a 2 to draw. Now we're gonna play at home, so now we have a huge chance of winning this title. And I'm gonna play this game in this episode, and why not, because I will play this game against Barcelona. This is the second leg. I actually won this trophy because we won the Copa de España. Now we probably gonna win. Now we probably gonna win the Super Copa de España. If we're gonna play good, and if we're gonna play as good as we played against Real Madrid in the Copa de España final last year, Madeira, Gabriel, Moon on the bench, Rodriguez, Telmo Rodriguez, other Rodriguez is sitting on the bench, and we have Moreno. So Rodriguez will be will be on the bench. I'm very happy with our bench players. So in this game we're gonna play against Barcelona. So I just want to take a look at our players a bit. So before we're gonna jump into that game, so Vallejo is a very good player. He's getting a lot of money, 66K per week, man. So it is amazing, guys. And Armin Hart is most valuable player, and so this is a contract section, so it's not something that is very important to me. But now I just want to take a look at the goals. So goals. So if he scored 4 goals in 4 games, that is amazing. So he might be a very good player, and he's still young. He's only 26 years old, so I will keep him for sure for at least 2 or 3 seasons until Madeira or Moon will reach his overall rating and overtake him. Emmanuel Budding is 81 rated, and he scored 3 goals and he got 1 assist in 6 games. Telmo Rodriguez scored 2 goals and he got 1 assist in 4 games. So all these players are doing a pretty good job. And while take a look at Vallejo, and take a look at Vallejo's face in this area, and it just doesn't make sense why his head is so big, and I just don't understand. All these other faces are small and they are in the right positions, but take a look at Vallejo's face. It's just probably a bug, but I just don't understand why it is all, why this happens all the time. They have to fix this game, because this game is needs a lot of fixes, but they're just not doing anything, because I don't even know why they're just making those updates for Ultimate Team, but they're not even paying attention to us career mode YouTubers, or they're not paying attention to those guys that are not recording videos or not YouTubers. They're just playing they're just playing FIFA for fun, with their friends, and it is still not a good game, to play, because there are a lot of bad things happening in this career mode, but not in this career mode, in this FIFA game. In this career mode we have, so far we're doing very good. So I hope that in FIFA 20 we're gonna have a very good game. I just have at least I have a at least I have a hope, because you gotta hope if you want changes, and you gotta talk about those changes. So enough talks about FIFA 20, because we are still 6 months away from this game, or at least I should say 8 months away from this game. So now let's just jump into this game. Let's just jump into this second leg of the Supercopa against Barcelona. Now we're playing at home. It is a final game. We're using our starting lineup. Our starting lineup is fully fit, so now we can jump fresh into this game, and hopefully we're gonna win. So if he's getting ready for this game, and he looks very good, he looks very good. His form looks very good lately, and he's scoring a lot of goals. He scored 4 goals in his last 4 games, and he looks amazing. He actually looks very amazing. And he at the end of the last season he looked very good as well. He scored a lot of goals. He scored, I believe, in the Copa de España final against Real Madrid. He scored the second goal in the 30th minute, and it is just amazing. And now this is it could be our second trophy. We can lift a second trophy in 3 months with this Levante club, and it would be amazing. And player to watch is Felipe Coutinho, who is 28 years old and 5'8", a Brazilian left winger. By now he's probably 89, 90 rated by now, so it is probably an amazing. He's an amazing player, and they probably still have Messi, but I don't see Messi. They probably have Cavani, I believe. It is Paulinho. They have Luis Suarez, and it is a very strange squad. Now, we are obviously we're gonna take a look at their squad in just a second, but this is our starting lineup, and I'm using the same starting lineup that we used in the last season in the Copa de España final. And only Harit is playing because he's fit, and obviously we're using Lucero, who is now our first team goalkeeper, and we're using him instead of Oyer, who just left he just left our club, and he joined another Spanish club, and they have Cucurella. So I'm sorry guys, because I thought it was Cavani. So they have Silesen. It's not a very good goalkeeper. Ter Stegen is better. Palencia, Densville, Cucurella, Alena, Paulinho, Malcolm. It is a pretty. Messi's on the bench. At least that is a good. At least that is good for Barca. But their front three is very good, but their center midfield is not good, and their defense is terrible because they have Densville, Valencia, Cucurella, Alena, Paulinho. All these players are good. Don't get me wrong. Alena is a huge talent. Cucurella is amazing left back. He played for a second Barcelona team, but our players, I think, can win this game, and we're going strong. So let's go.
2 minutes left. That's added time.
And Amaral Boring now is running to the fast break, and he passes to Enes Bardi, and it was actually a terrible pass, but the ref only added 2 minutes, and this first half was very boring. Barca had a few shots, but they were not that good, and we only had a few shots as well. But Bardi almost scored a volley, but it was a terrible volley, So the first half is done. So I will see you guys in the second half after just a few seconds. And Enes Bardi with an insane pass to Moses Simon passes to Boateng, and Boateng scores the first one. We're playing at home and we're leading 1-0, guys. Amazing shot, amazing goal. And it is only 63rd minute. I know that they still have a lot of time to do. They still have a lot of time to score that one goal, but it was an amazing pass from Enes Bardi, who started this attack with a through pass to Moses Simon, and now Moses Simon with another through pass to Amaral Boateng, and Amaral Boateng is just amazing in the cup games. He's just so good, and it looks like that he's even better when he plays in the cup games, because when he plays in La Liga he's not that good, or maybe he's not that motivated, I don't even know what's happening with him when he plays in these cup games. But now we're leading 1-0, and if he should be able to do something against Cucurella, and he did, and it was a pretty good pass. But Now Campana lost the ball, and Barca's running to another fast break, and it looks a little bit bad because they have their front three is still playing. They have Coutinho, they have Suarez, they have Malcolm, a Brazilian right winger who played for Girondins de Bordeaux and who just joined Barca last season, Or talking about FIFA, he joined this club two seasons ago. But now we're passing to Emmanuel Bodding once again, and Emmanuel Bodding will shoot, and it is a bad shot. It is a bad shot. He could have scored, and he probably should have scored, but now it's probably time to make some subs. So I made a few substitutions. I gave a chance to Drago Gabric. I gave a chance to Telmo Rodriguez, who's by the way, Telmo Rodriguez just grew to a 72 overall, and I also gave a chance to, I believe, I don't even know who was that third guy. Yes, it was Moon from South Korea, that right winger who is already 72 or 73 rated, so it is amazing. And Campana passes to Gabric, and he can score on his debut. Yes, he scored. He did. He does, guys, and he just scored an amazing goal, and he's celebrating with the fans, and we're leading 4-2 on aggregate, and they need to score 2 goals if they want to go to the extra time. And Manuel is just trying to catch up to Gabric, but he's just too fast because Barcelona's defense was terrible, and Barcelona couldn't do anything about this. But now we're leading 2-0, and it looks like we're gonna win this game, and it is just an amazing, guys, and it is amazing. It would be amazing if we can win this game, and I would be very happy if we can get this trophy. It would be our second trophy of this team, I should say, or of the season. But obviously we won the Copa de España in the last season, so but I'm still gonna count this one as, at least I'm gonna count this. If we're gonna win this trophy, I'm gonna count that we won 2 trophies in 1 year, because we can't win any more trophies this year. And it is an amazing pass, it was an amazing cross, but they managed to get to they managed to get rid of that ball, and Moon is crossing this one to Emmanuel Boring. It was a good header, but that shot got deflected, so we can't expect huge things from this shot. And what a great pass to Emmanuel Boring, and he just runs. He passes to. It was also it would have been a goal if that pass hit Gabric, or at least Gabric, or at least that shot didn't get deflected, But I'm happy with our team performance. We won this game, I should say 2-0, but and we won against Barca and against Real Madrid by 2 goal difference, so it is amazing, or a margin of 2 goals, And yes, that's it, guys. We won this game 2-0, and the fans are freaking out. We scored 2 goals in 30 minutes as well, and we scored both goals in the second half, and we managed to win against Barcelona. And they played very good football, I should say. In the first half they just probably dominated us because they had a lot more possession. They had, I believe, around 78%, I believe, and we only had 22%. It was a disaster. First half we only had a few shots. They had, I believe, 9 shots, but then in the second half we just stepped up, and we managed to score 2 goals with our players. And now it's the time to lift this trophy, and let's go, guys. We won this trophy. I'm very happy. It is our second trophy, and those people from their roof, or from their window, they can see that Levante won this game, and they're just lifting that trophy. It is amazing, guys. So the fans are freaking out as well, guys. They're just, and take a look at this celebration, guys. It is amazing, and it was a debut season. It is a debut. It is Lucero's first game for the first team, I believe, in a very important match, and this is his first trophy. So, guys, we won the Supercopa, and I will see you guys in the main menus after just a few seconds. So after this victory, Gabric has reached 71 overall, and after this game, we're not gonna have a lot of time to rest, because after 6 days we're starting off our La Liga season. So, and our first game is against Espanyol, I believe. Yes, Espanyol. I believe we are playing away from home, so we got another transfer offer for Cabaco for our center back, but I'm not gonna sell him because he's just too important. And this guy Kim, I think he's a right winger, and I will probably gonna loan him because we're not using him that much. But this guy Barrios is 66 rated, so this guy, he's only 17 years old. I think I'm gonna keep him for now because he's still a good player, and I'm obviously rejecting this transfer offer for Cabaco because I don't want to. I'm not selling him because he's a very important player, and he's very important to our squad. And I'm probably gonna sim this first game against Espanyol. I need this victory, guys, but I'm not expecting a win. So we lost our first game in La Liga, and it's not starting that good because we just won a trophy, guys, and now we already lost at home against Espanyol. But I think that's pretty good. That's not a huge deal because the season is still long, and Madeira is still growing. He's 73 rated, and it is amazing, guys. It's amazing to see that these players are growing so fast. And transfer offer for Ibi, for Watson, and I'm not selling these players because they're just too important, guys. And now we're just getting these offers. It is just I just hate when I need to reject these all offers. So I'm just gonna sim forward until that game against Sevilla, and we're gonna play this game in the next episode. So it should be a it should be a pretty interesting game, guys. So in this season I will probably gonna play a lot more games. I'm probably gonna play these games against these big teams like Sevilla. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We just won another trophy in this, and we just won Supercopa de España, guys. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, just hit the like button on this video, subscribe to my channel, because, and also don't forget to hit that ring down below, because you will never miss a video, guys. And I will see you guys in the next Levante Youth Academy career mode video very soon. So peace, guys, and thank you guys for watching.